Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is October 14th, 2024, and Luis Enrique is back at it again, criticizing Barcelona. Also, great news in regards to Barcelona's goalkeeper Diego Kochen. And finally, Nico Williams has spoken about this past summer transfer market. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to hit the Goal Kids, Kickback, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure to bet us. All links are down below in the description. Now, I begin this video with great news because Barcelona's goalkeeper Diego Kochen is officially back from injury. Now, the American-Peruvian goalkeeper suffered a hamstring injury on September 20th, which was a big setback for him because he had started the season as the starting goalkeeper for Barca Athletic. He had also been participating in trainings with the first team, and this injury saw him away from action for almost a month. But thankfully, Diego Kochen is back from injury, which is of course great news because now we might see him again starting for Barca Athletic and also participating with the first team's training because after all, Barcelona considered Diego Kochen as the future goalkeeper of the first team because he's someone who is known for his quick reflexes, agility under the posts, command of airplay, and of course, most important quality of any Barcelona goalkeeper, exceptional footwork. Now on to the news because more statements have been revealed from Luis Enrique's documentary where he is criticizing Barcelona. Now I should be clear, the documentary is not about Luis Enrique criticizing Barcelona. The documentary is about Luis Enrique as PSG's coach, but in this documentary he criticized Barcelona. We've heard about previous statements where he criticized Xavi Hernandez, but this time he criticized Barcelona's squad and how he was very confident that PSG would have still won the second leg of the Champions League even if Ronald Araujo hadn't received a red card. Now this is what the former Barcelona coach had to say. They were not going to beat us either with 11 or with 12. Barca accumulates many players inside the area and the edge of the area is always empty. They defend by accumulation, but they don't have the quality to defend. I celebrate the 1-4 in the 90th minute. I celebrate that I'm in the semifinals. The only thing missing would be that I couldn't celebrate that. So Luis Enrique confidently saying that PSG would have still won even if Barcelona had not only 11, but even if they had 12 players. Luis Enrique, what are you doing? You are committing the same mistake that Ronald Koeman is making. And when I say mistake, I don't mean in regards to the actual content or the statement that PSG would have still won, because I don't believe that for 1 minute. I think Barcelona would have won had we had all of our 11 players. Or who knows, maybe not. After all, Xavi Hernandez's Barcelona were highly inconsistent. They would play one great match followed by 20 bad matches. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mistake of antagonizing the fan base, constantly criticizing Barcelona. He's criticized Xavi Hernandez, and that's not good because you're not doing yourself any favors, Mr. Luis Enrique. All you're doing is staining your legacy at Barcelona. And what a legacy. You won the treble. Only a handful of coaches have been able to do that in the entire history of football. And now fans are not remembering that. Now fans are remembering your statement. So please do yourself a favor. Stop it. I'm actually already seeing it on my channel. People saying, oh, Luis Enrique only won because of the MSN. Which is, yeah, sure, he had the MSN. But to say that Luis Enrique's treble is not anything great because he had the MSN is like saying that Pep Guardiola's sextuple is nothing great because he had great players too. It's nonsense. What Luis Enrique did was very special, but now fans are already turning against him because his constant statements. So Luis Enrique, please do yourself a favor and STFU. Anyways, it doesn't stop there because Luis Enrique then went ahead and criticized Ronald Araujo when he said the following. Araujo is a top player, but he is the one who has the most problems with the ball coming out. Every time he receives the ball, we block a passing line and we are in. 100% correct. I don't disagree whatsoever. Araujo is not our best defender when it comes coming out with the ball from the back. Not only Luis Enrique figured that out, many teams figured that out last season. So all they had to do was put pressure on Ronald Araujo. He would lose the ball, and bam, they were in, like Luis Enrique said. But again, it's not about the fact that you were correct about Araujo or that you were correct about Xavi Hernandez. It's the fact about that you're making the same mistake that Koeman is making, which is not shutting the F up. So stop, please. You're only tainting your own legacy at Barcelona, which is one hell of a legacy, because we cannot forget that treble. Luis Enrique. Anyways, from one treble winning coach, Barcelona coach, to another one, because Pep Guardiola was asked who he wanted to avoid facing in the Champions League, and well, this is what a proper response looks like. Good question. Barcelona, maybe. The affection I have for them destroys me. The affection I have for them destroys me. I was born in a small town nearby. Finding each other is never easy. So there you go, Luis Enrique. Please learn from Pep Guardiola, who could have said, you know, I wish I could face Barcelona from last season because Xavi's trash and their squad was trash and their performance was off. No. He's like, I don't want to face Barcelona. I love Barcelona, and it's always hard to face them. How hard is that? Luis Enrique, take notes, please. Now, also, Pep Guardiola was asked about who he thought was the best player in history. And of course, that's a pretty easy answer. But let's look about what the greatest Barcelona coach in history had to say. You have to know him. For me, it's easy to say that he's the best player of all time, but the stars come together at that moment, referring to Messi. The strongest? Maybe it's a lack of respect towards Pelé and Maradona. But from me, yes. So Pep Guardiola is saying that Messi is even greater than Maradona and Pelé. Now, Guardiola continues, I've never seen someone like that coaching. You can't imagine him maintaining this continuity for 15 to 20 years. When you see him up close, you think of Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan. We were lucky to be their contemporaries. These characters are Sorrentino's great beauty. It's a great title for that team. So Pep Guardiola making it very clear that Messi is the greatest player in the history, even greater than Pelé and Maradona. And well, I have to say, I have to 100% agree. And I might sound biased because I'm a Barcelona fan, but it goes beyond that. I think any football fan can truly say that Messi is the greatest. He was a complete player, or is a complete player. He's not retired. He's someone that can dribble, assist, score, create plays, be the heart of the team. A true 10, just like some of the greatest players in history like Maradona and Pelé. But unfortunately, we live in a day and age where people like celebrities. And I think that's the main reason why we have so many, I don't want to insult anyone, not too bright of a people who could actually think that Ronaldo is better than Messi. But are they looking at it from the football perspective, or are they just in love with a celebrity? I don't know. You tell me. Anyways, let's end this video with Nico Williams' statements, because he stated in the most recent interview that he was surprised at the treatment that he received at the Spotify Camp Nou. Now, Nico Williams said, "It surprised me. I'm not going to lie. When you go to an away field, it's common to be whistled at. But this time, it was personal. It's not a big deal. I think it's also fun, as long as there are no insults. Being whistled at is the essence of football, and I handle it quite well." So Nico Williams said it was surprised him that the fans were whistling at him, but that he was okay with it because as long as there's no insult or disrespect, he's fine with it, which I agree. As long as the fans are not disrespectful to all the players, it's fine, you can whistle. But Nico Williams surprised. Why are you surprised, Nico? There's nothing surprising about that, boss. The only thing surprising is the fact of your decision. What the hell were you thinking? You could have been under Flick. Can you imagine what Flick would have done with you on the left and Lamine on the right? You definitely effed up. Not to mention that Wojciech Szczesny just called you a little bitch most recently. Obviously indirectly, because he said, you know, if you don't take accept the Barcelona challenge, you don't have the guts. But anyways, you get the point. Now, Nico Williams was also asked about the rumors, the summer transfer rumors about him coming to Barcelona. And this is what Nico had to say. In the end, you have to live with this. Football works like this, with many interests from clubs, media, players. There's always noise. I continue doing the same work I've done until now. There have been tough moments. You stop to think about many scenarios and it's difficult. But I have an incredible family and friends who support me. I want to think that this won't happen to me every summer. Now, are you talking about not being linked to other clubs? You don't want that happening in the summer? Or you don't want blowing a great opportunity happening every summer? I hope it's the latter. Anyways, that is all for this video. I did do the podcast today early. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you watch it. A lot of great news in there. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, peace, guys.